All right, let's get cracking. Tonight's topic is once you have established yourself and presented yourself, carry yourself in a certain demeanor, there is no on off switch. You can't simply just press a button and turn off your aura, what you project. Because, like I've always stated, it all starts up here within the mind. The mind is the most powerful tool in your arsenal. And what you think, what you believe in, you manifest it by your body posture, the way you speak, your charisma, your mannerisms. Everything is linked to how you're currently feeling. So, if you're generally an optimistic person, then of course you'll walk about with an air about you that exudes lightheartedness, a smile, always appreciative of your surrounding, just happy to be alive. And people are gonna sense that. Now, on certain days, yeah, something bad may have happened to you. You may have lost a loved one. Then, of course, you're going to be downtrodden, depressed. And with that being said, your posture is going to reflect that. Hunched over, a sullen face, not speaking up, kind of a monotone voice like, yeah, yeah, okay. Of course, people are going to sense it. It's written all over your face. Haven't you heard of that one? What's wrong? So, if you really want people to like you, want to be around you, you got to give off that energy that attracts them. And naturally, that means people want to be around positive people. People that make them feel good, make them laugh. And how do you do that? Well, simple. You just got projected. But here's the pitfall. People always say, fake it till you make it. That's what the gurus have been saying, right? But here's the thing. Can you truly fake it if you don't believe it in your core, in your heart? I say, no, you can't. Because there's going to be certain tics and mannerisms that will slip through the crack. And you know what that means. The mask will eventually come off. People will sense something is not quite right. There's some inconsistency between the way you carry yourself. For example, let's say, yeah, I'm faking it, chest out, and I'm speaking like this. Yeah, yeah. Doesn't make sense, right? Someone's gonna see you and go, what the hell's wrong with this food? Or the other way around, which is even more ridiculous. You're all hunched up, but you're going like, yeah, of course, man. You know what I mean. Come on now. The incongruency really sticks out like a sore thumb here. You need to have the total package. And that is why your mindset is paramount. Because once you believe it, you're naturally going to radiate that energy, that vibe. Chest out, shoulders back, like I always say. Speak with a little smirk, a little mischievousness. That little twinkle in your eyes when you speak. Naturally, everything's going to fall in line, fall into place, brick by brick. That is why I always stress that you need to understand yourself. What makes you tick? What is your mission in this life? Because only then will you truly be at peace. Will you truly be happy because you're chasing your mission. You're fulfilling something. That's what makes you happy. Faking it till you make it, it might work for those who are rather uninitiated. But eventually, like I say, the mask is gonna come off. You cannot keep up the facade forever. And this is why I tell you my story all the time about this best friend I used to have. Yeah, he might have truly believed that he was the prince, the emperor, the king of the world. He certainly carried that air about him that I'm more important than you, I'm more important than thou. He was a pompous, perhaps bordering on arrogant, prick-like behavior. Yeah, it worked. I certainly was fooled amongst my other friends. We always thought he was a rich, wealthy guy, a person who came from money. He never hesitated to flaunt his assets, quick to pay the bill, quick to pull up on you. Well, hindsight is 20/20, but I gotta tell you, even then in between, I knew he was quirky. He was a little unconventional. Something wasn't quite right, but since I grew up with this guy, I just chalked it up to, yeah, it's just him. Well, now we all know. Guess what? He was a wolf in sheep's clothing. Here's the thing. This guy is an actual sociopath. Narcissistic one, albeit. And guess what? That carries its whole slew of problems. Because the one thing these people lack is empathy. So guess what? When they talk, they might try to channel that. They might try to say, I'm sorry. But there are certain things that come through, that slip through the cracks that you gotta catch. Where they go, yeah, I'm sorry you feel that way. See, someone who truly feels your pain will go, sorry for your loss. I feel the same way. Like, I can't, you know what I mean? You can relate. Whereas these guys, they will say certain things that might sound like they're apologetic. But if you really think about it, and sometimes you don't even have to, you can feel it. It doesn't come off as genuine. Something's not quite right. And that's the missing sauce I'm telling you. They don't truly believe it. They're just going through the motions. They're faking it. And yeah, do they make it? To a certain degree. But these are outliers, fringe cases. For me, certainly, if I were to meet someone who acts this way, perhaps at work, a new person, believe me, I wouldn't go out of my way to become close friends with these type of people. It is only because I grew up with him. I've known him since he was age 9. That you kind of go, all right, you let down your guard. But this is the difference between truly believing and trying to fake it. Because, yeah, if it's a short interaction, you will pull it off. But as the length of time increases, you can't do it. It's certainly not possible. Something will come out. And you will eventually fail. Which is why, when they tell you, fake it till you make it, you might hear some success stories about that. But you know why though? That's where the second part comes out. Where you make it. Hey, eventually, with repetition of any tactic, any practice, repetition breeds competency. Practice gives you experience, so you know what to expect. You know. And once you become good at it, you no longer fear it. You will no longer hesitate. And guess what? You become a natural at it. You won't even have to think about it. So you have become, you have embodied that. What you sought, what you seek is you. Your confidence will shine, come to the top. So in a sense, yeah, you can fake it till you make it. But hey, eventually, somewhere there has to be that mind shift, that change. You see, here's the thing. When you have experienced any semblance of success in your past, it's easy to tap into that memory and go, oh yeah, I remember this instance. Let's say when it comes to girls and relationships. If you have had girls hit on you, try to ask you out, try to flirt with you, you can tap into that memory and go, oh yeah, I am attractive. I'm cool. Yeah, they want to hang with me. They gave me their number. They exchanged numbers with me. Yeah, of course. And with that, you can build upon that. You see, you need that foundation, which allows you to build. Without a base, how can you build a structure? This is where a lot of people fail and come to a standstill. It's because they can't relate. They've never had that experience. A lot of these men who come up and say they're lonely, they can't get a girl, they have no recollection, no memory to tap into where they have achieved any form or semblance of success, where a girl maybe flirted with them, winked at them. They had zero. And unfortunately for that, yeah, you cannot tap into that. Because if you can, that right there is a mindset shift. Perhaps the last couple of years you may be downtrodden, not having any success with the ladies. But if you can tap back into that, you might go, oh yeah, I had the skills, I had the capacity, it was all within me. I had the power all along. But for those who never had that experience, they might go, well, how can I fake it? They don't even have any comprehension of what it's like to be wanted by a woman. So these people, I can definitely empathize with. You have to start somewhere though. And this is why I stress building yourself up. Because if you have something you worked for and you achieved it, naturally, you're going to be proud of it. You have to have certain successes in your life. Perhaps it's getting that degree, that job, that promotion that will elevate your mood, elevate your status, and make you more confident. Perhaps it's achieving competency in some area of your life, whether it's getting in shape, losing that fat that you've always had growing up, getting jacked, getting chiseled, getting new clothes to form fit you and add accent to that newfound Greek god physique of yours. Anything that will boost your confidence. Hey, you can also do what I suggested. Something you're good at. Anything that was your hobby, that you're passionate about. You could certainly turn that into a teaching subject. Because if you're able to instruct people, that in of itself, you've already achieved status. Because as a student, as students you have, they will have to look up to you, the instructor, the professor, that master. And that in of itself has already elevated you to a certain level of status that you can build upon. So overall, take what you will out of this video, but you have to know Once you achieve what you want, there is no on and off button. You will always be a confident guy no matter what situation you're in. Just like how I cannot go back to a shy, introverted, yeah. It's just not me. It simply cannot happen. Like, even if I make that posture, as you saw, the way I speak, projecting myself with a booming voice, articulating, enunciating every syllable, you can tell this guy, he's not afraid. He's not a timid guy. He doesn't care what others truly think of him because he is centered. He knows what he is and what he is all about. That is what I want you to ultimately become as well. So continue to work on yourself, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. But for tonight, I'm signing off. Peace.